Will you be reluctant to travel when the pandemic is over?
I'm planning on inviting my sister after everyone is vaccinated, and I want to bring my sister out here to visit. She lives in Ontario. She's a little bit vulnerable, but I think that if everyone remains safe and still obeys all of the, not the restrictions, but the cautions that wearing a mask and staying distance, I think we should be safe traveling again in the future, in the near future.
I assume it's gonna, there's gonna be a lot more just, things in place at airports, so I'll probably have to, go and get a test, wear a mask, sanitize my hands a lot more, but, always been wary of these things. Because I have traveled abroad, like, recently, and just seeing, just everything that goes on in an airport, usually pretty wary anyway. I'll just be a little bit warier.
No, I like traveling for work. I'm an artist, so I like to do guest spots at other shops, and I do a lot of conventions for tattooing, so it'd be nice to get back on the road, and as soon as we're all vaccinated and we're given the all clear, then I'd love to get traveling again. It'll definitely be a different type of travel. I don't think I'll be doing the international, be a little more domestic vacations and, seeing more of this country, trying to keep my dollar, around instead of taking it overseas.
I guess when this is all dying down, it's probably not going to be over in a long time. It's going to definitely feel like I want to get out and I want to travel, and we're going to try to be as safe as possible.
Yeah, and for my work I'll have to travel, and so I have no choice really, but I guess it's down to the vaccine, isn't it? Because it's not so much, as young people, I think I'm not so afraid of the virus. Personally, I don't have pre-existing health conditions that would make me more afraid than anyone else, and so I'm terrified of being someone who passes it on to anybody else. That's what really worries me.
Not at all.
Okay, tell me why.
I love traveling. I traveled a bunch beforehand. It was a great life experience, totally changed it for me. Every time I've done it, it's been incredible. Obviously, you don't want to go when there's restrictions. I went beforehand when you can kind of do whatever you want, go wherever you want, meet as many people as you can, and that's the biggest thing with traveling is it's a big network thing. And if you can't really do that when you're out traveling, it kind of defeats the purpose to me. Like, it's not as fun when you can't go out and meet new people. But if things were kind of back to normal and you were able to go socialize with whoever you wanted to, why not? Go see the world. Go check it out.
Honestly, though, there's so many beautiful places in BC and Canada that, I don't think I will be traveling internationally anytime probably in the next 5 or so years, just because I do want to take in this time to visit different parts of the island or just in BC as well, in Canada.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to travel even more when this is over. I can't wait for this to be over so we can actually leave the country and do anything we want to be doing.
As soon as I get the okay, I'm packing up and going for a couple of years.
I'm a traveler person, and I love to travel, especially now I'm retired. I'm not worried about my work. Yes, of course, I will. But the thing is, if I want to travel, I want to travel in peace, in comfortable. If I have to go everywhere and be in quarantine certain time, of course not. I will do it when it's everything safe and sound.
My best friend in the whole wide world lives in Melbourne, and I am desperate to see her. And seems like a great city. Luckily, hopefully after I'm vaccinated, they'll have lifted their 2 weeks quarantine, and seems like a wonderful place. So I will likely go see her as soon as possible.
No, I'm fortunate enough to, as I work on the front lines, I've been vaccinated. A little late, as I had already had COVID prior to that, but so now I like to joke and say I'm triple vaccinated, so I'll go wherever, anytime.
I don't think I'll be reluctant to travel. I'm desperate to travel again. As soon as I'm vaccinated and I feel strongly that wherever I'm going is in a good spot when it comes to COVID, I think I and a lot of other Canadians are going to be very excited to travel again.
Well, you tell me when it's over. I'm not sure how we're going to mark the over part of it, but I don't think I'll be reluctant to travel, but I think we're going to be pretty mindful about, where we travel and how, and, how far we are from home and what is our route home if things happen pretty quickly again.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I think that once folks are vaccinated, I'll feel better about it. We have plans to go traveling in 2023. That's where we've set our sights. But I don't think I would feel comfortable going in probably 2022. I think a lot will still be up in the air in terms of vaccination efforts, insurance if you did get sick abroad, or whether the money I spend, the hotels I book, the events I plan might fall through or change, and what kind of protection I would get as a customer to have those things really come back to me at the end of the day.
Well, like anybody else, I think there's a certain amount of cautiousness, and I think everybody should educate themselves on what companies, such as airlines, are doing to afford protection to, the customer. But overall, I mean, we need to get on with this, is the end result.
I'm in no hurry to travel. Even this last year, if we have gotten out, we've stayed in Alberta. We've seen more of Alberta than we've ever have, which has been a positive.
When I'm vaccinated, I will be so excited to go everywhere around the world. So no, I won't be reluctant at all once I feel safe. Yeah.